Hello everyone, it is Nathan here and welcome back to another game of Age of Empires 2. Today we have a Nomad game and this is going to be pretty cool to watch because I found this from AoE Zone and I thought I might share this with you guys just for the sake of doing a Nomad game because as we all know, Nomad is going to be really fun to watch. You have to decide where your TC has to be placed and there we go, there's Slam's TC is already placed right here. Pretty good location if I have to say so myself. And he's going to be up against Abu, who is plonking his TC down right here. Let me just turn the chat off very quickly. And that's not such a bad place. It could be better. Obviously, he does not have that much food nearby. He does have these two deer right here and these sheep, but unfortunately, I don't think he scouted that. No, he has not. Which is a problem. However, he is quite close to water, so he probably will be starting to dock once he gets out more villages and gets his economy rolling through the Dark Ages. And Nomad. What is Nomad all about? Well, obviously, you start off with your 3 villages, or in the case of the Mayans, 4, in the case of the Chinese, 6, and but the standard is usually 3. So you start off with those villages and you don't have a TC, you don't have a scout either, so you have to find a good place to actually put your TC down, preferably near wood. That's always the best place to put it, but also you need to find some resources like your sheep, maybe some boar, maybe some gold and stone nearby as well. And judging by the map, it looks fairly even in terms of the wood, gold, etc. Although I have to say that Slam looks like he is in a slightly better position, but it's still hard to say because, you know, the gold is fairly far from both of them actually. I think this is Slam's closest gold, and Abu's closest gold might be this one right down here. And looks like Abu can't find his sheep. That's quite a problem indeed. I just realised that I haven't turned the chat off at all. I've only turned off the spectator chat thing. I don't know what I'm doing. And Slam is in a good position because he has managed to find 4 sheep, which he is using right now in, well, very, very nicely. And he could have managed to find those sheep as well. Let's see if he knows they're there. There he does, which is always going to be great. And he's found these 3 boar right here as well. And it's going to be a matter of time before he starts to lure them in. Meanwhile, Abu is struggling, to say the least. He's taken a deer, which is always very good, but I don't know why he killed the deer so early. It might be because that he doesn't want them to run away, but on the other hand, if he does that, then the deer are going to rot. It's going to start losing food, and that's not going to be so so efficient. And as you can see here, wow. Abu on one food, and he's really struggling for food right here. He still hasn't managed to find these sheep yet, and oh, there we go. There's sheep here, and which he has found very nicely indeed. Meanwhile, Slam is already starting to lure his boar, which is going to be great for him. He's going to have lots of food coming in here. Obviously, 3 boar here. That's more than the standard on Arabia and likes of that. But Abu is going to be exploring with his villagers. Already exploring with 1, also exploring with another one down here, and his sheep as well. So that's definitely going to give him the upper hand in terms of the scouting, because if you can see here, Slam isn't really scouting anymore. He's started to do it, but he's obviously brought his guys back. There's the dock from Slam right here. It's in a decent position. There are 2 big fish right nearby, and meanwhile Abu's already got his dock up. He's got 1 fish right next to his dock, which is going to be great for him. And as you can see on the minimap, Abu's that side is great. It's looking really great for Abu. Meanwhile, Slam's position isn't so great, but it's obviously better than nothing. And also making his villager very, very efficient indeed. He's going to be fishing from his shorefish. As we all know, shorefish are a great source of food. The villagers can actually gather shorefish very, very quickly. In fact, I think that's the fastest food income in the game, which is very, very helpful indeed. And well, this great fish right here is so good for Abu, definitely. And Abu's saying GG already. Not so sure about that, Abu. We have to wait and see for the time being. And well, Abu's TC. Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say that Abu's TC was going to be very idle, but obviously with these fishing ships right here, that's going to be very good for him indeed, because that will keep his TC busy. And well, Slam has no problem at all. He's on 90 population compared to Abu's 15, which is obviously saying something. And well, both these guys have almost identical fishing ship numbers. Abu has one more, and he's fine. Oh dear, looks like Abu actually lost a villager there. That was quite unfortunate for him. My god, Abu has to run back to that wild boar. No, he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that at all. That was kind of bad play from Abu there, but oh wow, another dock from Abu right here. Looks like he's going to get very aggressive very soon as he reaches the feudal age. And Slam asking Abu, why is his score so high right now? Well, it's because, Slam, that your scouting is nothing compared to Abu's. Abu's definitely scouted a lot more of the map, and he should probably try and get some deer, some food off his deer actually. That'll be really good for him. And well, with 2 docks already working, that's going to give him a nice food advantage. Definitely, as soon as these guys finish off their sheep. Meanwhile, well, wow, Slam has got so much food. He's rolling in food, and well, there's his 3rd and final boar right there. Very nice from him. Going to be taking that very quickly indeed. Also needs to continue taking food from this boar here as well, and a mill. Ah, I see, just to try and get these shorefish. That's good indeed. I was wondering, because I didn't know why he wanted to put a mill up here, but with the shorefish here, that's going to be good for him. He's obviously got just the one, but that's still very fine for the time being. Sam saying, no grush please. Well, it's not going to happen, mate, because Abu has got a fishing ship and docks here as well. But on the other hand, Slam is looking so good. He's almost got the food to go to the feeder wage. Meanwhile, Abu is kind of nowhere near, and that's obviously due to the fact that he didn't manage to secure that much food in the first place. So he had to just rely on all his fishing ships. But the saving grace is that his fishing is going to be really good, and that's just because that he's got so much fish, so much big fish, so many of them right here. Everywhere. Oh, man, I still can't believe he hasn't scouted this yet. He probably should do that, but he's probably like, oh, I don't think it's going to be anything there. But, man, it's right here, mate. It's right here. Oh, it's kind of hilarious. And, well, Slam is going to go up to the feeder wage ready on 18% at the moment as we speak. And, oh, I didn't notice there was gold right here. My bad. And, that's going to be good for him. Looks like he'll be transferring into archers as soon as he gets to the feudal wage. He is obviously playing as the Huns, so that's going to be good news for him. Archers are pretty expected. And, excuse me. And, well, Abu has finally managed to secure some more sheep, which is definitely going to be a good thing, because he's going to get some more lovely food. But food is not really his main priority. Well, it is actually. It is his main priority. But obviously with extra food, it means that he will be getting to the feeder wage, well, around about now actually. And he's going to be able to put up a barracks right here. Looks like he's going to be very aggressive on the land. Looks like he's not going to be going for the water at all, which, I don't know, it might be a mistake. But Slam is currently, what am I doing? He is not making any galleys. I thought he would do that, but no, he's not making any gas at all, and he does not know where Abu is. Well, he probably knows that Abu is somewhere around here, but apart from that, he does not know anything else. He is none the wiser. Meanwhile, a second dock coming for Slam, and maybe he will go for a grush. Maybe he will. Maybe he will try and destroy Abu's fishing ships, which is always not so great for him, but there's an outpost from Abu, and he's probably going to get really aggressive very soon. Looks like he's going to be going for a nice little trash. He's already starting to gather some stone from a stone mine. And that's always very indicative. That's always going to be, mean that he is going to be going for some sort of a tower rush or anything like that. And a nice little stable right here as well. And meanwhile, Abu has actually got a galley out. He's got a galley out. He's starting to take down Slam's fishing ships, but Slam is up to the castle wage. Man, that's pretty good indeed. That's pretty quick, especially on Nomad. And Abu is just making scout cavalry, and he is very far from the castle age, definitely. That's for sure. Because he just doesn't have the food. He just doesn't have it. And although he is trying to trush this tower is probably going to go down because there's just too many villagers here getting that castle? No, and watchtower up. That's not going to be good for him. But he is still trying to distract Slam's eco to a certain extent, but it's not going to be so great. He's going to be forced off this very, very quickly indeed. And we've got cavalry archers coming up from Slam, and they're going to be met by scout cavalry. Well, you know, who's going to win here? I wonder. No, well, the scout cavalry aren't going to be doing so much damage, and we've got, wow, triple archery range from Slam right here. He's going to be making cavalry archers three archery ranges at a time, and man, that's going to be good for him. At the moment here though, he's still fairly low on the old gold actually, and that's not going to be good. These scout cavalry are coming forward across the map to go and do whatever damage they can. Looks like they're not going to be doing that much. Looks like he was though trying to get that gold, but having no luck currently right now. Meanwhile, Abu, he has got these 3 archer rangers coming out as well, and he's actually up to the castle wage as well very, very shortly. Looks like he'll be transferring to I don't know, maybe crossbowmen actually. He is gathering quite a lot of gold as well, and a watchtower up here for good measure, just to defend his sort of territory. But there we go, there's a fire ship from Slam right here, and fires are going to be great for countering galleys. And these galleys are probably going to be toast because they are getting fried by these fire ships. And that's not looking very good for Abu, because although he is just up to the castle wage at the moment, Slam is in such a better position. Although the scores may say otherwise, he looks like he is in a better position, that's for sure. He's already got these cavalry archers out. Meanwhile, Abu is just starting to get them out, which is always not so great for him, because obviously he won't have enough of them to really repel the Slam's cavalry archers instantly. And we don't see a second town centre from either of them yet. That's fairly expected on Nomad. We don't really expect them to have TCs straight away. But we've got a monastery. That's very interesting. A monastery from Slam. And he's playing against Abu, who's going with cavalry archers. Not sure why. Maybe he wants to get some relics. There's one right here, which is going to be easy to get indeed. Looks like he's abandoning that monastery, but that's all fair and fine, because he's rolling across the map with these cavalry archers, looking to do some damage with these guys. +2 is done, so that's Bodkin Arrow done. +2 attack, +2 range, so that's going to be really great for his cavalry archers. And he's going to be looking to be a very powerful threat to Abu. But there we go, there's a siege workshop from Slam right here. Looks like he wants to take down these buildings. Maybe he'll go for a ram, or maybe he'll go for a mangonel. Who knows? A mangonel will be good for these against these cavalry archers. They will obviously deal good damage to them, but a ram's going to be much more effective against buildings, and also just trying to absorb any arrow fire from cavalry archers. And wow, Slam getting completely. Oh, he lost a few villagers, but never mind. Those villagers completely dealt with those cavalry archers very, very nicely indeed. But Slam is up to well, he's here. He's in Abu's side of the water, and that's definitely not going to be good for him because he's going to be able to lose his main source of food, which is always not going to be great for him. And we've got cavalry archers coming here all the way to Abu's base, and Abu is not prepared at all. He's only got this TC to defend with, and probably going to lose these villages very, very quickly indeed. Obviously, +1 defense is also done, so his cavalry archers are going to be quite tanky, to say the least. But Abu's not going to give up any time soon. He's still got these cavalry archers over at Slam's base. Kill that monk very, very nicely indeed. Focus it down. And, well, Slam's coming back, and he's going to box Abu in, by the looks of things. And that's not going to be good for Slam. And, well, this not going to be looking good for Abu, I was going to say. And I just heard a battering ram. And there we go, there's the battering ram I was talking about. That will do damage to this building, so it's going to cut Abu's production by a lot. And these cavalry archers trying to pick up some villages wherever they can, not really having a huge amount of luck at the time being. For the time being, it looks like he's just trying to scout around, seeing what villages he can try and find, but at the moment, not going to be that many. And meanwhile, the stairwell's going to go down very, very shortly as well. It's going to be followed up by these 4 archer rangers very soon as well. And if he's at the population, Abu on 57 population, meanwhile Slam on 74. That is definitely saying something. And wow, Abu's got all his fishing ships, all of them just clumped together right here just to avoid these fire ships. And that's not going to be great for him. All of these guys are idle, and that means that Slam is not going to have that much food production at all, while Slam had these fire ships over on Abu's side of the map. Meanwhile, Abu doing some lovely damage right here. He has managed to disrupt this gold from over here, but with this town center, watchtower even, that's not going to be so great. He has lost these 2 cavalry archers and sustained quite a bit of damage on these others as well. And Slam is still continuing to rip away these buildings and really taking down what's left of Abu's, I guess, forward maybe? It's kind of a forward. Wow, it looks like he's built a line of buildings stretching from his own TC to get to Slam's. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of funny as well. But we've got a mangonel right here, and the elite skirmisher is done. But this tiny force is not going to be comparable to this massive cavalry archers. Even with mangonel involved, it's not going to be so great. And as you can see here, Abu getting completely destroyed. And quite a nice shot from Abu though, just destroying some of these cavalry archers very effectively indeed. But there's just so many of them, and Abu has just got little to defend. He's got 1 skirmisher, well, make that no skirmishers, and just 1 TC left. And it's going to be GG for Abu there. Abu saying GG, and there we go, that's the game. That's the Nomad game. Pretty lovely stuff indeed. It did turn out to be like a normal Hun war at the very end, but obviously since this is on Arabia, we have had some lovely watery bits as well. And there we go. That's the Nomad game of Slam against Abu. Slam taking that one, and there's going to be another one very, very shortly as well. So bear with me. I'll upload the second one as soon as I can. I'll see you very, very shortly, guys.